Yesterday I told you that my video today was going to be a watershed video. To me, that's my way of saying that it's going to be very, very important as we move forward. Often we talk about just the fun little ins and outs of cruising here. We talk about what a package has or what they're doing with the price of gratuities and what the itineraries are going to be looking like on a certain cruise line for a certain season. But I feel like as we think of all of those things, it's very much more important to have a huge perspective, some goals lined up, and what we want to think about that give all of those other things some context and some meaning. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Friday. It is October 4th of 2024. So before I get started today, I want to invite you to please come and join us on our live this evening. We're going to extend the conversation of what we're talking about here today. And we are also going to talk about, tomorrow Gordon and I are going to fly to Athens, Greece. We're going to enjoy some days in Greece, and then we are going to get on the Celebrity Silhouette for a Mediterranean cruise. And we're going to bring you with us, but we want to talk about it tonight. So bring your questions and get ready for fun. We're going to be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so see you then. And I want to start at the very top telling you that, you go through life, as I'm sure all of you are doing, and all of these different experiences keep happening to us as we go. And some of them are experiences that affect our heart because of what happens to other people, and some things are things that happen to us and to our family members. But it always seems to clarify our vision every time something happens to what we really want to accomplish and what we think is important as we live our life. Now, when you think of living your life and all of the things that go into that, there's a whole lot more to that than I'm going to touch on today. But I do think that it's important that we don't think of it in like a morbid way, but all of us one day are going to reach the day that our turn here on earth is done. And I want us to be able to look backwards over our life with satisfaction rather than with regret, and with a lot of memories and a lot of people who are dear to us, as many as you would like to have in your world, because that's what's going to make us be happy rather than, like I said, having a lot of regret. So today I want you to sit down, and if you want to take notes, you can, but I have thought of this in kind of a way of 4 different headings, and I want you to take a minute and do this with me because I'm doing it, okay? So first of all, I want you to write down the things of what you want to do in your life. Just make a list of what you want to do. And this can range from everything that you want to go on a British Isles cruise, or you want to make time in your life to go to McDonald's a little bit more often just to get a Diet Coke or whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever your equivalent of that is. To something if you want to, go fishing in the Madison River in Yellowstone, or you want to go on a boat ride down the Chicago River, or you want to, hike in Patagonia. Whatever it is, make that list and don't let anybody else impact your list. From the standpoint, don't write down what you think that your spouse would like, or that whoever you travel with would like, or that your family members would like. Write down what you want to do. Maybe it's growing the rose garden that you've always wanted to grow. So write down the things that you want to do. The next list that we are going to write down is a list of the places that we want to go. And they can be really far-flung places. You want to go to Antarctica. You want to go to the next town and finally go see whatever it is in that town that you've just never taken the time to go see yet. Write down everywhere that you want to go. And so that's another list. And same as the first, don't let anyone else have any influence on your list. It has to be what is in your heart and what you want to do, okay? And then the third thing that I want you to write down on the list is how you want to feel, the feelings that you want to have in places that you go, in the places that you stand. And feelings are a really interesting thing. Feelings can be, standing somewhere overlooking a grand vista. It can be just standing in your own yard and looking around on a beautiful day. So all of these different feelings, but I want you to write down the feelings that you want to have that you've not had before or that you've had before and you want back again, okay? The fourth thing that I want you to write down is the people that you want to meet. And this can be things from, a relative that you've not met to someone that is, I don't know, you would say famous, but someone that wrote a book that impacted your life, or someone that does something good for you or inspires you, whatever it is, and also groups of people. And the reason that I'm having this on my list of things that I want you to think about is because more and more, and I'm not kidding, my life is made up of my relationships with people and the people that I get to meet. Some people I don't even know really well, but I see what they do, and it makes a difference in my life. And my life is richer because of the people I know. So write down the people that you want to meet, okay? Now, then I want you to line up these 4 lists. And as we look at what time, the time that we have, the amount of money that we have, our family obligations, we're not going to dismiss any of that. That is very, very important. How we live has to take all of that into account. You have to do the things that are really important first and be well grounded before you can do any of the extra things. And so as you look at these lists and line them up, start thinking about how you can accomplish things like all in one trip, or all in one journey, or all fulfilling one thing on your list that you get to do. If you want to plant that rose garden, you're going to need people, whether you go to the garden store to tell you their experiences doing it, or watch people on YouTube. You're going to meet people when you go to buy your rose bushes, and you're going to go to the place that you're going to buy your rose bushes. So just kind of think of things that way. Now, because we talk about cruising around here, I think an awful lot about what I want to accomplish when I go on cruises anymore. I don't just say, I want to go here. I don't do that anymore. And I know that for the first little while, we were only going places that I had either never been before, which I still want to do. But now when I go, I have a different list than I had when I started cruising 10 years ago. And I want to challenge you to do that too, because it will make that cruise an entirely different experience than if you just go and you get off the ship and walk around and you get back on and eat and, you go listen to the music and then you go to bed. It will impact what you do on your cruise. And we all need cruises where we relax a lot, and we all need cruises and travels where we go see new things because it changes who we are. And so the reason that I'm telling you all this is because if we don't figure this out, the day is going to come that we're done, or that we can't go anywhere anymore, or we can't do the things that we want to do, and we're going to be really sad inside, because once that day comes, there's no going back. And so I want you to really think about that, because time's going too fast. And that saying that time waits for no man is not a joke. It really is true. And so be really intentional about what you want to do and the things that you want to do and how you want to do them. So keep that in mind and let me know what you think about it, would you please? This is really important. And I want to talk to you about it in our live this evening as well. Now, the second thing that I think is really important that goes with all of this, in this assignment and how we're going to think about things, is where we stand. Today, I said is October 4th. So in roughly 88 days approximately, it's going to be January 1st of 2025. So we're going to be a quarter of a way into the century, almost, for the 2000s, if you can believe it or not. And as we do that, so here we are in 2024, 2025 is next year, and 26 is so far away. On January 21st, 2025 is this year, and 2026 is next year. And in 25, before we know it, they're going to be announcing, land tours are going to be announcing their tours for 27, and cruise lines are going to be announcing their cruises for 2027. So if we want to move forward with intention, we need to start planning, and we need to start thinking about what we're going to do and actually doing it and figuring out a way to do it. And I want you to think of one other thing as we do this. Don't look at anything. I'm serious about this. Don't look at anything that is on your list of what you want to do, where you want to go, the feelings you want to have, and the people you want to meet. Don't look at any of that and say, oh, I can't do that. I want you to look at those things and see what it takes to do them. Because some days we think we can't do it, but if we put our mind to it, we can do it. And sometimes things you're going to have to switch it out for something else. If you want to go to Antarctica on an expedition ship and you can't afford it, that doesn't mean you can't go see things. That means you figure out what you're going to do instead. But I promise that there are other things that we can see and do that you would that you can put in place of that sometimes, and it'll work. And other things, you just need to have a goal. You need to know how much something costs or how many rose bushes you need to get the garden that you want. So thanks for listening to me today. This is really important, and I would love to have you come on this journey with me. I'll keep my eye out for you on the journey, and I hope you come with me. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're going to go back to talking about regular cruise news tomorrow. We're going to talk about Princess Dining, because with the change in the unlimited specialty dining that comes with that new level of the Premier package, so people are misunderstanding how all of this works. So I think it's a really good thing to review and also talk about dining on Princess. And I've got some other headlines we're going to talk about tomorrow as well. So I'll see you here again tomorrow. I'll see you at our live tonight. And thanks for coming along with me. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.